Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Commonwealth. Today we're going to be checking out the Red Rocket Truck Stop, which is just southeast of where we start the game at Sanctuary Hills. Now, in my last episode on Sanctuary Hills, we went over to this bridge and statue, and I did a bit more research, and I found out these are actually based on real-world locations in Minuteman National Historical Park. This is an actual place that you can visit, and this statue and bridge are real, and it is based on the time when the opening shots of the American Revolutionary War were fired. They started around this area as the Minutemen opened fire on the British. Of course, the very famous Battle of Lexington and Concord is what I am referring to, and yes, in real life you can visit this. It's a historically protected area, and for whatever reason in the Fallout universe, well, they turned it into a suburban neighborhood with a truck stop nearby. Doesn't matter to me though, because we can build it up and use it as a defense. So let's check out Red Rocket Truck Stop. Now, of course, the first time you come to Red Rocket Truck Stop, you will find a dog, Dogmeat, and she will be here to kindly greet us, and we very quickly become friends with this dog. And this dog is a very good and useful companion to take with us on our journey, so we'll definitely keep her for the time being. Now, of course, in the Fallout universe, oil and gasoline became rare commodities, and cars were, well, usually nuclear powered. So at these stops, they sold coolant for the nuclear reactors within the cars. Now, something I've always loved in the garage here, that button still works, and we can open and close the garage. Part of the reason that I actually love building up a small settlement here at Red Rocket Truck Stop. We can find various junk and loot still thrown about, and in the back here we can find this old terminal. And this old terminal actually has some interesting things on it, so that before you scrap it, you might want to read through it and see what it has to say. One interesting thing in the daily logs, we can learn that the Vault Tech salesman actually comes here, and that the owner of the Red Rocket Truck Stop thinks he's a bit of a dick, and he is the man who sold us the spot in Vault 111. And another interesting terminal entry is titled Safe Storage, in which a person, an employee, Jim, is told to take care of barrels before he leaves because inspectors are coming in the morning. He mentions that there's a cave underneath Red Rocket, and that this is where he wants the barrels disposed of. Now, when I came here, I really had no idea there was a cave underneath Red Rocket Truck Stop. This was news to me, and I was very intrigued to find out what lay beneath, if anything at all. If it was just a random terminal entry or what. So I started walking around, and sure enough, there is a cave. I don't know how I missed this, or if I just forgot about it. Either way, let's check out Mole Rat Den. Inside this small den, well, obviously, as the name implies, there are mole rats inside of here. So unfortunately, we have to kill our newfound friends, but that's okay because we have Dog with us now. So come in here, melee the air because you're not used to Fallout 4's controls yet, and then I used VATS to take out these mole rats pretty easily. We got an epic animation just to watch a mole rat die. That's fucking great. Now we can look around the cave and see what loot lies for us in here. And funny enough, there are barrels down here, and we can see that the Red Rocket Truck Stop above us was passing their inspections by just dumping who knows what down here, radioactive material and other probably things that are bad for the environment. We have some tires over here, a duffel bag with some decent loot, and the like. And also there's gasoline leaking. We almost killed ourselves there. And over in this corner, we can find a very interesting note, which tells us a bit more about what was going on down here. And it reads, Mr. Benson, on behalf of the Boston Regional Office, I'd like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trash Busters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of our corporate image, and we appreciate your innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerald Phillips, Vice President, Boston Region. And those new innovative efforts at Red Rocket Truck Stop, or just throw your fucking barrels in a fucking cave and hope nobody ever discovers it, ever, until some random guy from a vault wanders on down here and starts killing all the rats and almost blows up the entire cave. Hey, what do I know? Protecting the environment, kids. After that, we can head further into the cave, where we find a pretty intimidating rabid mole rat, but a few bullets to the face will render him dead. Now in the back, there is a locked safe, obviously locked. Somebody was trying to hide something. I will come back and open this later. For the time being, I can't open it because I just left Vault 111. I don't got any lockpicks. Damn, but hey, you can come down here and see what's in it for yourself. As we head back outside, I just wanted to comment a bit on the aesthetic of red rockets in Fallout 4. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love the aesthetic and just kind of the old 1950s style that they have, but combined with kind of a futuristic sci-fi look. So I think it's really cool. Over here we have a billboard that says Nuka-Cola, and of course we have the street that takes us towards Concord. Now one more thing I wanted to mention was inside this area we have some pretty cool historical references like this poster here, Join or Die. Also, we just have some pretty cool advertisements for the Giddy Up Buttercup and Sugar Bomb cereal. I just always love looking at this art and kind of old 1950s Fallout style advertisements. And also outside, I almost forgot to mention, is a stim pack and a first aid kit. Thankfully, Dogmeat reminded me that it was here. Some pretty darn good loot. And that is Red Rocket Truck Stop. Now, this is one of the most iconic locations within the game because it was featured early on in the trailers for Fallout 4, but I really do love this location. I love the aesthetic of the Red Rocket stops throughout Fallout 4, and this place just kind of feels like home to me. I always kind of prefer it over Sanctuary Hills, just because it feels a bit more rustic or more homely. Hard to describe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I want to know, what do you guys think? Which do you prefer? Red Rocket Truck Stop or Sanctuary Hills? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any recommendations for future videos or future ideas, please put them in the comment section below. Also, just feel free to say hi and I'll say hi back. I always try to reply to everyone's comments. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for all of the support. And as always, until next time.